The window frame for the roof light cold frame is actually getting in my way, so I'm going to make that the next job. I'm going to attack it with various tools and scrub it down, clean it up, get it varnished, get it hung up out of my way. We've heard me complain about people misusing tools, which is why I keep a selection of cheap, nasty, do-it-yourselfers chisels. I put an edge on them, use them, knock the edge off, sharpen them again, and they're quite handy for all of those horrible jobs where scrapers won't do. You've got to get paint off. I think this window, this frame, had been stuck together or weatherproofed with stuff called Sikaflex, which is an incredibly good glue sealant for using on boats, but it's an absolute, well, ladies may be watching, it's horrible to get off. It's rubbery, it never goes hard, and yeah, the only way to get it off is to get in there and attack it with something sharp. Well, any cabinet makers amongst you better look away now. Cabinet makers use cabinet makers scrapers. Well, I haven't got any, but a good square edge on a steel tool will do the job just as well. And yeah, okay, I'm holding a sharp blade. Well, if I do cut my finger off, I've got 9 spares. Well, that was a disaster. Working on the top of the roof light, and it just came apart in my hands. Something to do with age, moisture, drying out, old timber. So a bit of a disaster, a bit of a setback. But I do have spare timber to replace the damaged parts with. This is a closed tenon joint, mortise and tenon joint, but it's closed because it doesn't go all the way through the piece, which in boat building is very sensible. You don't want to get wind and weather into end grain on a joint. So yeah, I shall chop out the old dry wood from the joint and start putting things back together. That got the old broken dried out tenon out. Now the shoulders of the mortise have suffered in the process, but nothing that a little bit of modern glue won't sort out.